and I'm back, and today I'm going to be finally making the multiplayer guide because so many people have asked me this for so long now, and I didn't really feel like making it because already people have made it, but you know what, fine, I'll make it. So first thing you need to do is pretty much go on Dragons of the Edge page. I'm gonna link in the description, even though it's pretty easy to find, you just write Dragons of the Edge and it's gonna be there. So you have to go on game. So also, if you want to know how to download the game, I actually have a whole guide. I'll also link that in the description. I'll just put just the whole Dragons of the Age playlist there. So when you click on game, you first go on guidelines. So when you click that, you scroll all the way down. There's connecting to a server and also creating a server. I'm first gonna go over how to connect to a server. So there's two types of VPNs that you can use. There's either Hamachi or Radmin, and most people say that Radmin is better, and that Hamachi has like some issues. So now you have to go and download actually that. So you click on free download, you wait for it to load. Click on install. And when it sends you this message, I personally said no, because then it pretty much allows people to see your computer. So here you get a message with your IP address, and also it allows you to either create network or join. First, I'm gonna go join. So on the main page in Dragons of the Edge, you have in the top right corner a little button that allows you to go on the main Discord. So here you can see the main Discord, and you have many channels, but really the most important ones are the bot commands and also the servers. In the servers you can't actually write anything, you can only like put a server. And the problem is, it usually says if it's online or offline, but people don't update it very often, so if you try to join, it could happen that it's not online. So now I'm going to go join. So pretty much the Radmin ID is the network name that you gotta write in, and the Radmin pass is the password that you gotta write in. So now that we have connected, we can see two machines, and pretty much the one that is actually said the IP address of the server, it's not online, so that's kind of a problem. So I'll try to connect anyways, even though it probably then won't work. So now you have to go to the game to try to connect. Press, instead of single player, you have to go on multiplayer. Click on join and then change put the IP address in. So now you click on direct connection, but the problem with this is the game doesn't actually tell you if the server is working or not. If it's working, it's just gonna load you in. But if it's not, you're gonna have to like wait a minute for just nothing to happen, and then it's gonna be like, oh, it actually doesn't work. So I tried to connect to two more servers after that, because it's just kind of hard to find the server that actually works, because both said they were online, but they weren't on the end of the day, and that's just kind of annoying. I wish there was a better system to this. So I really hope this actually gets, like, updated in a way, because this game is pretty similar to another game I play, which is Day of Dragons. And the really better thing about Day of Dragons is that they have servers that are there 24/7, you can join them at all times, and you don't need to go through this whole step of writing in the password and the network and all of that. It's way easier, it allows for a community to pretty much be made, and I feel like it would really help the game feel more alive. So I really wish they added like at least one official server. That would be nice if like anybody can join, then many people could play together, you know. And I feel like it would be nice because like in Day of Dragons, there's the problem of the toxic community when people attack each other, and when somebody kills somebody, it takes like 2 to 3 hours to grow back to an adult. But in this game, you just respawn. You just take the dragon that you want and come back. Okay, so after 3 failed attempts, I decided, you know what, fine, I'm just not gonna do this anymore, and we're gonna move on to the next part. But first, you have to either disable the network or leave the network, depends. So if you click on disable network, then later you can just come back without needing to type everything back in. But if you click on leave network, then you pretty much just completely left it, and if you want to join it again, you're gonna have to go through the whole process. So now we're gonna go and create a server. So you need to think of a network name, it doesn't matter, you can put anything. A password, I don't really put a very, like, good one, but you should put actually a very nice password. I knew I was just gonna remove this later anyways, but if you're gonna make a permanent server, make a good password. So now you go onto the channel bot commands and you write two exclamation points add server, which is pretty much gonna help give you all the commands for that. And also you write radmin server, or if you were using Hamachi, you have to write that as well so it knows which type. So once you do that command, the server, it's like a bot, it will message you into your direct messages and ask you a few questions so you can actually put the server. So first it will ask you for your radmin ID, that's pretty much just the name of the server, then the radmin password, you just have to copy that, just write it in from what you chose, then also the IP you have to copy. Then you have to specify the map, so I decided to actually go into the game, create the server. Then it'll ask you for the rules. The rules you can just skip and you can put them later. Rules, it's pretty much like if you have oh, don't kill each other, don't do this, don't do that, but it doesn't really matter, you can change it later. So now it asks you, is the server on or off? So I decided to go start the server. So it asks you for this password. It's pretty much just what you type in every time you go in the game itself. This can really be anything. You can just put one letter. It doesn't matter. It's not nobody else needs to write this, and it's just for you. It's pretty much you make up your own, and anybody else can make up whatever they want. So now you do everything as usual, select the dragon that you want, whatever you want. And when I went into the game, it was kind of funny because I was messing with the settings earlier and the whole map was underwater. So I will just go into the settings and fix that up, but on the end of the video, I will actually show you all the settings and what you can do with them. So now that I said the server is on, it actually appeared in the server's channel. So because I only created really the server for the video, I was going to now go remove it, so I'll show you how to do that, because there's no point in people trying to connect to something that's not there. So you go into the channel bot commands, you write the command two exclamation points remove server, and after that the bot is gonna go into the server, into your direct messages and ask you again, do you want to remove the server, yes or no? I said yes, and the server was removed. As we can see on the server's channel, the server is no longer there. So now you go to your admin VPN, delete network. So you click on system and exit. So I still wanted to at least make sure it did work, so I decided to go with my dad. I actually made a couple of videos with my dad, like battles in Day of Dragons, so I hope we can do something like that again. So we went into the game and we wanted to try out a feature that is pretty much, you can jump on another dragon and that dragon can fly with you. And unfortunately, it didn't really work out. It just, I don't know what it was. The dragon was trying to throw me off, like the Deadly Nadder, and I don't know how that is. How is that supposed to work then? But, it's fine. So after a few failed attempts, I actually did fly for a few seconds, and it seemed great, and then I fell. That was just lovely. So now, how to actually change the settings, you have to go to New Game, and here in this corner you can see Select Map, Gameplay Settings, and Close. So you go to Gameplay Settings, and I'll go through this now. So this first part, you can allow a lot of things if you want it, and you can remove things. You can put it PvE, so other players can't hurt each other, for example. And just a bunch of things to make your gameplay either harder or easier. You can even change the chat length message, which is pretty cool. Here you can change everything about the skins, customizing your dragons. You can even change the resolution, how big you want it to be, so that's very nice. These are the attributes, so this is really what makes the game either hard or easy. You can really, oxygen regeneration, a lot of stuff that's very important, like hunger. You can make hunger, almost not there, so it's not bothering anybody. Damage and attacks, pretty much how much, you can change how much damage somebody does, and how attacks work. Here we have with projectiles, you can make projectiles probably very slow, that would be kind of funny. We have creature spawns, which I feel like is very good because you can just remove all of this. For example, if you have problems with the lag, that would probably help, so that's very nice. With movement, you can forbid swimming and you can forbid flying, which is quite interesting. I don't know why would somebody want that, but you know what? You have an option for everything. You can even change gravity. We have weight and carrying, how much you can carry. We have aging. This is pretty much if you wanna, pretty much grow from a baby, so you can grow very fast, you can grow slower, how fast you're gonna actually be able to fly. And here, this is cool. So you can pretty much, I'm guessing, if you put this all the way down and if you put this all the way up, it would be day the whole time, or it would be night the whole time, depending what you want. That's great. And oh my god, this thing, I feel like I'm gonna use it a lot when me and my dad have our next battle, because, like, I'm so annoyed when it just suddenly starts raining. It's so freaking annoying. So here, we can just remove that. It's beautiful. We have the food chain, so you can literally disable cannibalism. So here we had with AIs, that is pretty cool. You can make them like completely aggressive, or you can make them just completely friendly. That's quite nice. You have all the fire stuff. Depends if you want your map to burn very easily or do you not want it to burn. We have game objects and logic, pretty self-explanatory. And probably one of the most interesting things is the abilities, which I feel like it's mostly for the speed stinger, which can slow down things when on its special ability. And here you can pretty much do how much that affects other people. But we also have some stuff with deadly nathers, like the spines, which, god, those spines are so annoying. They're too OP, you can make them less OP. And we also have with the Night Fury with the alpha mode. And that's pretty much it. You can save present, and you can also reset to default, so you can pretty much play around with this as much as you want, and then just reset it. So yeah, that would be pretty much it. I hope this guide helped, and bye.